Welcome learners. In this session, we are going to understand about conditions. Imagine you're trying to build a login page which has a username and a password. Let's say you have a user who's trying to straight away hit the login button and he has absolutely not entered anything into the username and password. In that, you'll try to stop him there saying you need this authentication, otherwise you just cannot walk into the app. How to create these conditions as they are very crucial into the app. Hence, in this session, I'm going to break down with very small layman examples to help you understand if. And we are also going into nested if else conditions. Tune in into the session to know more. Let's dive into the session wherein we're going to understand with the help of very simple examples how you can write Dart if conditions. Considering an individual age for a person, let's say this being 16. Now many countries offer to vote to any individual if his or her age is 18 or beyond. So let's say I'll put over here the individual age to be greater than or equal to 18, then individual age, so I'll put over here a print statement as you are allowed to vote. Now let's say when I try to click on the run button, I'm going to get a blank output. Well, that's because my individual age at present is 16. Let me just try something like 23, and then it says you're allowed to vote. Even if I try keeping it as exactly equal to 18, it would still work. Just imagine a condition wherein if the grade of a student is 90, then we say you have done excellent in the test. However, let's say the grade of the student is 80, then we are going to say that you got a good grade, but still you can try to improve in order to get even a better one. In that case, we have something like an if you are doing excellent or you are doing average, or let's say a bit amount of good performance can be further be added into your grade. Hence, what I'll try and do, let's say I'll put over here the student score as 90. Next, I can write if the student score is greater than 90, or in fact even if it is equals to 90, I'll put excellent, you have done awesome, keep up your learning. Now I'll put a semicolon here and then try to run my code. So it says excellent, you have done awesome, keep up learning. However, let's say if we write an else, now let's say we try putting this thing as 80, then I'll put over here grade D, you have done good, try improving your performance to get grade A. Well, that would surely be my mom. Yeah, so it says grade B, you have done good, try improving your performance to get a grade A. Now in this particular scenario, what we have done is tried to create an if and an else. So if this condition satisfies, so it goes over here, Otherwise, surely we're going to reach to this particular point. Now let's see. I'll keep over here one variable as current day. So let's say if the current day is Saturday or Sunday, then it is going to be a weekend, wherein we surely have a holiday. However, if it is a weekday, for example Monday and Tuesday, and let's say if the calendar allows the Independence Day or in fact any other festival to fall on a weekday, then that's a bonus. That's because we'll get an additional holiday. So let's say we put current day to be Saturday. So what I'll say, if current day equals Saturday, or if the current day equals Sunday, then probably you have a holiday today. Next, over here I'll just put over else if, and let's say we have a boolean variable is holiday, and I'll put this as equals to true. So let's say if it is holiday, then it is going to be true that you will be having a holiday, else get out of bed and rush towards office. Let's say I'll put over here false, and I'll put the current day as Monday. Then what I can do is click on this run button, and it says get out of bed and rush towards office. That's because it's a Monday. But now what I can also do is print the current variable or current day variable and say as it is a. Okay, so what do you notice? When I just put a dollar symbol and followed by the variable name, it just gets printed on the output. In this way, what do we notice is this is basically a nested if else condition, wherein you can try to put different sort of conditions and try to make your code work. Hopefully the demonstration for if conditions along with the nested if else kind of make sense. That's because you would not want to have an app wherein your app is absolutely unresponsive. Depending upon what user behavior it is there, or in fact different network conditions which are there. Let's say you are in a low network area, you have to show to the user that they need a good internet connection to work with. Let's say your GPS or your sensors which are there into your app are not responding well. In this particular case, all you require is setting up good conditions that can help you create a good app. Moving forward, what we're going to understand is the loops part, wherein we're going to explore while, do while, and for loop. Again, keeping in mind you guys are going to be absolute beginners, I'm going to create small examples and help you in getting across Dart loops. So stay tuned and keep learning with Hoping Minds.